You stay in the damn toilet for hours. I don't. Why do men just go to the freaking restroom?
I want to
understand.
And
they take the longest.
So what
time.
do you think? I just want to know in your mind. I want to see if you're really like a toxico or like what do you think we're doing?
He takes pictures. If you go to his camera roll on his phone, he has like different pictures of poops. Why do men do this?
It's not. No.
How our kids changed our lives. Like, what's the meaning behind mom said, dad said? I only knew this man for 3 months and I got pregnant with Nevaeh. But the more years that come by, like, I do want another wedding. But I don't need it to be huge. I would love to have, like, just close friends and family and maybe do it on a beach.
Oh, the beach.
But I don't know.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mom Said, Dad Said. We got your beautiful host, Gabrielle Kelly, and you already know it's your boy, Jay Kelly. Hey, we're back again Tuesday with another episode for you guys. So y'all sit back, buckle up, and let's get it going. All right, babe. So, what's on the agenda today?
What's on the agenda?
Yeah, what we got going?
It is Saturday, but really it's good. It's Tuesday. You guys are listening to this on a Tuesday.
It's Saturday, but it's really Tuesday.
Well, look, it's
yeah,
Saturday. It's Saturday filming this, but y'all are watching this on a Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday night. You're probably in the toilet eating some hot Cheetos.
I know I would be in the toilet just taking a dookie, listening to this. That's how I normally do it anyway.
You stay in the damn toilet for hours. I don't. Why do men just go to the freaking restroom?
I want to understand.
And they take the longest.
So what
time.
do you think? I just want to know in your mind. I want to see if you're really like a toxico or like what do you think we're doing?
I just really think you're in there taking your sweet ass time just to kind of get away from the chaos from the kids.
Right. So no, it's definitely not that. I'm just literally in there because my stomach hurts. I'm not finna poop and get up. I'm not finna do that. I'm finna sit there. I
think it's because when I use the restroom,
let my cheeks warm up the lid. Because it's cold.
Not all women, but some women they don't take that long. Me, I'm kind of like a little bunny. It's like bloop bloop bloop.
Yeah, when I first met you and you did that, I was like, did you poop or pee?
And I know they are pretty quick, huh?
How did you do number 2 so fast?
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
is that a female thing? Because I can't do it. I have to sit there, let it marinate, let it come down slow.
It's because
let it hit the toilet bowl, slide down into the water.
It's because you're pushing out anacondas, and it's not normal. I don't think it's normal. I don't think that's normal. And he takes pictures.
No, I don't.
He takes pictures. If you go to his camera roll on his phone, he has like different pictures of poops. Why do men do this?
It's not. No. Okay, now you're making it seem like really bad, which I only do it. I only take a picture because it's like super big, and I'm like, whoa.
But it's like you guys take it like it's like a.
I don't know if all dudes do that. So you're busting.
Like you guys
me
are
out.
so proud that you guys.
You're busting me out on here.
But
like
why
crazy.
why are you guys so proud of it? But. Anyways, we're not going to be on this podcast talking about how big your doo-doos are.
Well, I would hope so because you're the one that brought it up. I don't know why. Editor, please edit that out. Gonna blast me, bro.
Oh my gosh. But you know what, y'all? We wanted to cover today. I know we've covered a lot of about social media, like our lives, like how we first met, all that. I think one of the main things that we want to cover that we have not talked about yet is how our kids changed our lives. Like, what's the meaning behind mom said, dad said? I feel like it's not like all who we are. Like, we're not just parents. Like, of course, we're more than that. We're wife and husband, we're best friends, we're life partners, business partners, etc. But the main reason how it even all got here was because of our kids. I feel like when I was 18 when we first met, and you were 21.
You got her pregnant 3 months later.
I got pregnant 3 months later. 3 months. I only knew this man for 3 months, and I got pregnant with Nevaeh. We weren't even. Were we even dating? No, we were. We were dating.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had asked you.
Yeah, you asked me like
You be
around
my girlfriend. You
Thanksgiving.
want to be my girlfriend?
He asked me like my boyfriend. He asked me to be his girlfriend. Around November, like around Thanksgiving. I remember
too.
of 2015. But anywho, when
You had
I
the
got pigtails,
the red ones.
so I got pregnant 3 months later, and I only knew him for 3 months. So freaking crazy, so scary.
Crazy.
Didn't even know if I was gonna spend the rest of my life with this man. But
No, she knew. She said, "Give me a baby."
whatever.
Guys, don't let her cap you, bro. She likes to sit up in here and just like cap all day. But she was just like, "Give me a baby."
Jay,
And I
shut
was like,
up.
I was like, "Whoa."
He's so
Let me think
annoying.
about this. Okay.
No, so
Sorry.
it was weak pull-out game, but okay. Anyways, what were you gonna say? That what you always say?
Yeah, wasn't pulling out. Look at that. Sorry. Not sorry.
Oh my god.
So it can't be considered weak pull-out game if I wasn't trying.
Okay,
to pull
well,
out.
Explain Jeremiah.
Okay, now that was
Yeah,
Jeremiah was definitely
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Blew our mind.
But anywho, when we first found out we were becoming parents, like we were so freaking excited, but we were also so scared. I was still like, I turned 19 in December, pregnant with my first. I didn't even have I did have a job, but I didn't have like plans of what I really wanted to do in life. Like I was still going to school, still trying to figure things out. But when Nevaeh was first born, it definitely changed our lives. I feel like it all results to where we're at now. Like our kids definitely changed our lives. So when we first had Nevaeh, we had so many goals. We had so many goals to make.
Well,
And
we had some goals. What was some of them
we
goals?
had goals. Like we wanted, us to be wealthy and like set, not struggling.
Yeah, we did want to.
But we did struggle, and like we covered in last episode, yes, we went through the struggles, but having a kid, it definitely changed my whole my whole mindset. Not changed. It changed my whole mindset of how life is, because when I wasn't pregnant, when I was just a regular 18-year-old having
just
my
taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
That's all it was just preparing. Like we were preparing ourselves really for this world. Of course, with guidance from the parents and
but I think
XYZ.
I think when I was 18, I was really in a dark place in my life where Jay wasn't there for that. But when he met me, I feel like he saved me. He saved me. My kids saved me. I feel like I was in a really, really, really like dark place where I still had a job. I still went to school, but I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. Like my mindset was just not there. Yeah, I went to school, but I went to school just to like have fun. Like I didn't have the mindset like of what I wanted to do. I went to school,
Party girl,
every single day during the week, every weekend.
And so that's the thing. When I met Gabbie, I had those experiences, and I feel. I mean, she tells me all the time, but I told her, you didn't miss nothing. Trust me, you didn't miss out on nothing.
I know, yeah.
Going to those parties it was cool, but most of those parties got shot up. Something happened. It just like I was just like, Gabbie, trust me. Here, Clarksville, nah. Like I don't. It's probably like that. It's everywhere, but no. That partying stage, I told her, I was like, look, you didn't miss nothing. Trust
I
me.
was definitely in my party era. Like
She was hard.
It was to the point where it was kind of like
Hard.
scary, you guys. I wasn't drinking to have fun. That's the thing. I was drinking to kind of like take away everything that I've been through. And I think I've suffered a lot of things mentally that I don't really talk about. But I do talk about now, and I'm very open about it with my husband. About
Sorry.
how I feel.
Sorry. Malfunction. Finish.
So I think there's a lot of like mental like things that I was going through. Like I don't know why that happened, but everything happens for a reason, and I feel like everything that I went through in life is a lesson. But
Built
let's
off of
just
it.
say when I first met Jay, he definitely saved me. A lot of my friends would wonder, like, why are you not going out anymore? Like, oh, is he controlling you? Because they're used to my past
And
relationships.
look, I'm not gonna sit here and like sugarcoat and lie. I had my toxic traits.
He
Come
didn't
on.
trust
I
anybody
was a
that
light.
I was friends with.
I'm a light skinned guy. You know how they say
He
we're
went through his
like,
toxic traits, and I'm glad you are actually
I did.
admitting
I
that.
will admit, I was very young. I was toxic. I just didn't believe in if me and Gabby were talking. Her friends, I definitely hear one of our kids screaming. But
Nova is definitely screaming.
yeah.
All right, we gotta pause this.
Let's
real quick.
pause this one real quick, guys. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. There was a
Okay.
malfunction. We have.
You know
a
why she
toddler.
was crying? Like,
Why?
not even crying, but like yelling.
Why?
Because the show turned off. The learning show.
That's
that
the
she
life
was
of
watching.
toddlers. I swear, like Nova's toddler tantrum. She's like definitely in the terrible 2 era, and she is literally. She's like she breaks down for any little thing, and it's like because they don't know how to
Facts.
express themselves yet. She's like more of like just
She
crying.
don't know how to use those words.
We're trying to get her to use her words before she just has a mental breakdown.
Yeah, because that's what all she resorts to. If she can't figure it out,
She screams.
scream. So that's what we're on with this last child of ours. That's why we're kind of like, do we want another one? But back to what I was saying, guys. Yeah, I was at that time. I was on my toxic traits as far as like I just believed that if she was when we were dating, I didn't want her going out with some of the guys that she was with.
But
they're friends.
But you
They're
end
friends.
up being
But
right though.
But
Right about those guys though, because he was
so
always.
some of the
telling
guys
me.
that she had as friends were not friends, and it's funny because I tell Gabby because I used to be that guy that used to be close to girls. And as soon as they mess up with their dude that they're with, boom, guess who's in there? Oh, but I'm a friend. Yeah, I used to be one of those.
I used to think he was just being. I mean, like you said, you do admit that you had toxic traits,
Yeah.
and yeah, sometimes you were kind of a little too much. Where I was like, look, you need to slow your
little
roll.
too much. Little too
But
much.
we learned and we communicated,
Yes.
and we're like, okay, like this is not gonna happen because Jay knows that also. Like we have both our boundaries. Like I have my boundaries, he has his, and we both respect each other's boundaries. But when we were younger, we didn't know how to like do it. Like I don't know, like do it. How do you explain it? We didn't really know how to communicate the right way. We always resulted to arguing or yelling at each other. And that was never the right way. Like I say, marriages are not perfect. Me and Jay had our things like in the past where we've gone through that, where we've argued. Yes, couples argue, but our communication with each other now is you could not tell us anything like back then. Like back
Sorry,
then,
guys.
like you would be like,
Got
wow,
cold.
you guys have growth, because we definitely do. Like I said, a lot of it has to do with the way he was raised, the way I was raised. And we just both have to come together and break those generational curses.
And that's what that's what's working for us is we want to break generational curse.
Break generational curses.
Everything.
Yeah. And we
All
just
that
don't
time.
want to kind of be like, oh, well, I grew up with this, so I think it's okay. Like, no, we got to kind of show our kids too, like, hey, like we make our mistakes too. We have our things where we're like, okay, yeah, we get overwhelmed and, but we also try to work on those things so our kids don't think that it's okay just to result to yelling or arguing or whatever, thinking that it's
Like,
okay to do that with a man. Or
What we're doing right now is we're trying not to have disagreements
disagreements in front of them.
in front of them. There
Yeah.
you go.
And that's one thing we're working on. Like we're still a working process, and like we're not perfect. We're not perfect by all means. I feel like all of us parents go through freaking breakdowns, like where you just want to go and scream in your pillow. And
let's
I
be
rather
honest, it's hard, bro.
it's so hard, especially when you have just like little humans that just need you for everything,
consistently.
and they need and that's why with us, like we try to communicate and try to result a healthy way, because also we also want to be healthy too for ourselves. I feel like a lot of that stress and anxiety and all that has been causing a lot of health issues lately with myself, and that's something that I don't really talk about. I've actually suffered from thyroid disease, hypothyroid. And I got diagnosed with this in high school, but my levels were actually fine when I weaned off of the medication, the Synthroid medication. And then ended up getting pregnant. So I had to get back on Synthroid medication. And after pregnancy, they checked my blood. Obviously, I got off of that medication. And now I have to get checked again because every time I'm pregnant, my thyroid levels are just crazy. But now that I'm experiencing some weird stuff with me, like I feel more tired, breaking out. I told my husband, I was like, I need to stop stressing. It's kind of hard to not stress.
She stresses over
anxiety,
a lot of little things too.
And it's more because like I worry so much about my kids every single day. I feel like the moment that we wake up, the moment that we go to sleep, I think about those kids. I worry. I even still check all my kids' rooms to make sure they're still breathing and all that. Because you just never know.
That's that motherly instinct
to
do that. But there's no. I just don't think. You don't need to be stressing about it.
And I know it's hard to kind of tell a mom not to stress about your kids.
Mom, chill out, bruh.
Especially if they get sick. Like, I feel like my kids got sick so much lately. And, like,
we have been mad on that a lot.
There's just so much that results to all this. And that's why me and Jay come together and kind of like, okay, we need to work on these things, especially for our health. And also for, our kids, they look up to us and you don't want them to just carry those traits on to themselves. So, back to what we were saying about the toxic traits, like, we had our ways or whatever, and we worked on those things. But as we got older and, had more kids, they definitely changed our whole mindset for everything. The way we want our lives to be, our goals.
When we had Nevaeh, our first one, how did when we came home with her, right? Mm-hmm. At our second apartment we were at?
Yeah.
How did that change you?
I just feel like I had a whole responsibility.
A different responsibility now.
I have a whole child.
Not just taking care of yourself. You got to take care of and nurture for and stuff. And
but it was for the better. Like my life, the way I view things was just so crazy. Like, of course I still worked when I had her. He would work mornings, I would work nights to kind of make do because we were living check to check.
Man, what's crazy about that is before she was here, I had this was our first apartment. I had lost my job, and ever since I lost my job, it was a good job. I mean, it was in Nashville. I had to drive an hour every day. But after that, that's when like the struggles came in, and this was right before having Nevaeh. Like, so we're automatically thinking like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah. So, but you know what though, when we had her, it made me want to be a better person in everything. Like I wanted to get a better job. I wanted to work towards my goals. I even wanted to go back to school because like it was just hard. I was on and off with school because it was just so hard having to go to school, work, and take care. School. Yeah, taking care of
going to school.
I was going to work, going to school, taking care of Nevaeh. I always mix the two, Nevaeh and Nova. And obviously for Jay too, like he had a job, but he wanted to get a better job. So he was still interviewing for other people just to get like at least a couple more dollars, like what he was getting paid monthly. And he's just like, I need a better job. So he was trying so hard to get a better job, and it's because of our kids. Like we tried every method. We even were selling our stuff,
selling everything. Like we had just moved into this apartment together, right? And we were stocking it up. Everything was good because I had the job and. Man.
But we were still having to sell. Like I feel like he was selling all his needs. Like he was selling shoes. He was selling
everything I had.
His Jordans. He was selling his like Xboxes. And I feel like he went through so many Xboxes. And the fact that like now that he has a whole gaming room now, he used to just sell everything that was valuable that he didn't need because we were trying so hard to provide and do better. But it's like we had faith. Like there's times where we would pray at night, we would cry at night, and it was all because of our kids. And
y'all don't even know the Arby's story.
Mm-hmm. They saved us though. Like they definitely saved us, and they are the reason they shaped us to who we are today, you know, like they definitely did. And
I want to say if that didn't happen, like that grind after losing the job was crazy.
it was a
real.
nonstop grind, and even till this day, like we still are grinding to have the better life for them. And that's why a lot of people say like, oh, you know, this and this and that. Like people don't understand that like we literally bust our butts for those kids. Like we just want them to have the life that we never had. And I'm glad, you know, Nevaeh, I'm thankful for all my kids. And because I'm telling you, I probably would have been somewhere in life that I didn't want to be. I probably would have been an alcoholic. I don't know. I probably would have been partying for so long, like literally drowning my sorrows while I get drunk, like, or have a party. Like I really was I was partying just to like kind of take away all the stuff that I went through. Like, you know what I mean? I guess that's what people do. They party and they drink just to kind of like ignore all the
bad things
that they went
that's exactly
through. Like
how
you literally
how it was when
and
going
that's
to
why I
college.
did those things to kind of
know?
just forget about everything in life. And it's just like, that's not the way to do it. And I'm just glad, like, mind you, I don't even like drinking anymore. I'll drink like a glass of wine and stuff. But I feel like everyone went through their party era in college. And that's why I always tell my brother, I'm like, look, the parties are cool and fun and all, but just don't get too sucked into it, because then you're going to be like me, where my GPA was low and I didn't even care. I was skipping class.
Girl, all the way low, like down to the ground low. You feel me? Like 1.2 low.
I was skipping class, but I still made it to work. That's one thing about me. Like,
Hey,
even though I didn't,
gotta make that money, girl.
we're just thankful for them. And like they say, that your kids are usually your saving grace, and they're definitely mine.
Your kids are your motivation.
They were my motivation just to be better, and
For sure.
and who I am today. And I'm just thankful for that. And I'm thankful that we have 3 healthy babies. Like, that's all I'm thankful for. I know a lot of people keep saying like, have your fourth one, man. I would have like 10,000 kids if I could. But my health does come first. And I feel like there's so much stuff that I just need to start focusing on me now. Like, I have little humans that I'm
focus on yourself, girl.
I put all my energy into my kids, and still do.
Yes.
But I also have to take care of myself so they can have a healthy mom, and I can always be here. So I think that's one of the things that I'm trying to work on this year, is focusing on me and not trying to put in my all to, you know, everything and literally get sucked the living energy out of me. You know what I mean? Because all of me, I rather give all of me to you guys than myself, and I can't do that because that's not the way that I'm gonna stay. You know what I mean? That's not good for my health. Like, I have to take care of me too. And I think that's why in that topic I get emotional. I cried this morning telling my husband, like, I have to like take care of myself more. Like, my body's telling me like, you need to slow your roll, because I do so much for these kids, my husband, social media.
2024, baby, self-care.
And that's why we're taking care of ourselves. We're going on more trips, having more date nights. You know,
Yeah, we haven't.
Moms,
you know
parents,
what's crazy is we've been married, right? But we have not went on a honeymoon. I know some people don't do them, but we
had a small wedding though. It was
we
a
would
very, very
love
small
to
wedding.
do like a honeymoon type thing.
After we have our big wedding.
Yeah.
We really do want to. I think the more years that go by, we talk about doing our vows and stuff, and then having a big wedding. But the more years that come by, like, I do want another wedding, but I don't need it to be huge. I would love to have like just close friends and family, and maybe do it on a beach.
The beach.
But I don't know yet, and I just would love to redo my vows. Yeah, that would be dope.
I mean, honestly, it would be
and
nice.
be more in, like, with our 3 babies. Like,
yeah, that would be cool
that would
too,
be
because
so
they can
cute.
be in the wedding now. Like,
because we got nothing wrong to it. We got married at a small church, very quickly too, but it was because he was supposed to ship off to basic training, and then like plans changed. But I mean, we still wanted to get married no matter what. We were engaged for like a year before we got married. But we've always wanted to have a dream wedding, and I know a lot of people don't agree on it. Some people love to have weddings and stuff, and I know there's like a lot of like controversy there, but we definitely want to have our dream wedding with our kids. But it doesn't have to be like too big or whatever.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I I would
It's
just
a
love.
slight word.
I would just love to have
word.
that one day, because
No, for real, I understand.
it was so quick, and we had like 3 people in our. It was like 3 or 5 people.
No, we had a good amount.
No, but it was like a
Good
small
amount.
group.
Small little
Yeah.
2-hand full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In there, you know what I'm saying? A little light work. You know what I
Little
mean?
light work or whatever.
So yeah. Y'all can come, y'all. If you guys want to come to the wedding, just
That would be cool, huh? To have some of our supporters come
That
to
would
our
be,
wedding.
yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool.
That
honestly.
would. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like,
Sis.
"Can you guys have like your wedding?" And I was like, "No," because I would love to just have like new wedding photos and a wedding dress. Like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to have like a wedding dress. I think one of my dresses
still
was like
got a
from
doo-doo.
Macy's, and you have to what?
What?
What did you say? You have to doo-doo?
My stomach hurt, man.
This is why I told you you
My
have
stomach hurt.
you have IBS and you don't even realize it.
Like,
It hurts every day and it's not normal. I swear. If there's a doctor that's listening
no,
to
no,
this
no,
or
no, no,
whatever,
no. Don't
Tell
say
them
that.
your
Don't say
symptoms.
that. Because it don't hurt every day. It's just I got a stomach ache right now.
it hurts 90% of the time. Your stomach always hurts.
It just hurts here and there. Not all the time.
It was probably the dang tacos you ate last night.
I did have birria tacos, guys. I'm gonna turn it up, boy. Might hit the toilet later.
What do you?
Refried beans coming out. Sorry, TMI. Sorry, guys.
Oh my god. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, how do this man can never be serious for too long. Maybe for a little bit.
Yeah, we was on that serious talk. This whole time I'm like, all right, let's go.
You'd be like, all right, I need a fart.
I need to do something. Yeah, that. I need a fart. I need to get dookie though. For real. No, I was kidding. But no, yeah, all AA, all 2024 self-care. That is what we're working on. But like, hey, one time the cops pulled up to our crib and we were like,
why is the sheriff here?
I was like, babe, what'd you do? She's like, I ain't doing nothing. Go answer the door. Went to go answer the door. She was looking for somebody else. So I was like, girl, you don't have me scared like you finna come get me or something. So you can't be coming up on me like that. Dang. It's like a Buddha.
You're so
That's what
crazy.
I really wanted to tell her. My ass over there shaking like a motherfucker. Like I did something wrong, but I ain't do nothing wrong.
Well, why
do we do that?
Why do people, even like when you get pulled over, like from a cop,
You're
why
like,
do we get so scared? Like,
But it's like
you didn't do nothing, but you get scared and you get nervous and you're just like what the heck?
it's like you shouldn't have to feel like that, right?
Why? You remember that one time when we were in Fort Hood and those cops just came and like they started freaking
Yo,
banging on
that
our
was
door
crazy.
And they were
Yo,
hiding
like
in the side of the
they
building.
real deal pissed me off. It was like this is when we first got to Fort Hood.
He said they real deal pissed me off.
Real deal pissed me off. Like they were MPs, right? Military police. They done pulled up to our crib and they were just banging on the door like they were just like trying to do something like
they were
crazy.
trying
Like
to
they crazy.
barge in.
It was about 7 o'clock in the morning. I was I was done with PT and then they'd come banging on the door. Kids sleep. They're like, how old were they? 3?
No, Jeremiah was like about 7-8 months. He was a baby.
Exactly. They were little.
And Nova was like, not Nova.
2.
Nevaeh was 1.
1 or 2. One of them.
Well, she was 1.
Anyways, we had little babies, right? And you banging on my door early in the morning like that, and they're asleep. So I go outside, and I'm like, "What the are you banging on my door for? Just come outside. Do you have what was it? They were saying
They were
come
saying
outside.
that, like,
Do
they
you
heard
have
a
any
shotgun.
weapons? We have any weapons on you? We got a call. Da 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 da. Just come outside. No, I'm not coming outside. Why are you banging on my door?
We would literally
with my
just
kids?
woke up, but it's because there was this thing in the back. It was
And
the
this
light
is-
pole.
Yeah, it was the light pole. The light pole in the
Yeah.
back, the power tripped or whatever, and it did make a loud ass
Like
sound.
bombing sound.
And we were
Yeah.
like, "What the?"
But it was the freaking light. It was the electricity pole or whatever.
But the fact that they
popped.
were, I mean, I understand they were doing their job.
And then there
but-
was a damn freaking military spouse just down the freaking road, literally staring because she was the one
Yeah,
who
we
fucking
came from
called.
that house.
And I was like literally looking at this bitch like, you got me fucked up. You called and like I'm literally sitting there like standing there with my freaking 8-month-old.
Yo,
like, you just
so
woke up my fucking kid.
This was what was funny is that they were all pressed up on the door, right?
I hate
and as
false
soon as
reports.
when I opened the door, this is when I was like, "Yeah, you better back up." When I opened that door, they both backed up because they saw how big I was.
They
were like,
hold up.
And this is when I was at my peak,
They
guys.
was like, I don't want this ogre
this is
fucking
when I
fucking me
was
up.
like, I was a PFC. These guys were like staff sergeants. I didn't give a hell damn who they were. Because you're coming to you came to my house and you're banging on my door like you wanted something. What's up? So I had that smoke. I didn't give a damn. I was a PFC. I was with that smoke.
Wrong.
What's up?
We didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And then I was going off on them too. I was like, you literally woke up my fucking baby. Like,
yeah, they had
I was
the
like,
wrong
I don't
ones
care
that
who
day.
the fuck they were either. I was like, Jay, oh my God, sometimes I feel like my mouth is literally gonna get me arrested.
No. And you know what's funny is like cause I was in the army, right? Is that they can't do nothing. Gabbie can say whatever she wants.
Yeah.
To
So
say.
I was just going. I go like.
Sometimes I gotta bite the bullet and be like, all right.
Because he is in the, he was in the army.
Roger,
but
Sarn, I'll still beat your ass.
I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I'm not in the army.
Yeah, my wife is not in the army. She will come for you. Sergeant Major, first sergeant, or whatever. She will come for you, and you don't want those problems.
I think it's just crazy. It's because like I just feel like when you're in the military, it's so. I freaking hate it so much is that a lot of freaking people that are in the military, they literally use that rank to their advantage to treat people like shit. And it's just so annoying because it's like when
there's like that meme, like you could tell who got bullied in high school.
No, yeah, but it just sucks is because like, okay, we're still fucking human beings. You can still talk to me like a grown ass person. They talk to you like you're a little kid. And sometimes, and yes, some higher rank need to do that to some of these, lower rank because some of them are dumb. And I understand that. Like some of them can be like that. They can be like, they don't take their job seriously. They talk shit to you and they just disrespect you. They're higher ups. And yeah, by all means, do your freaking job. But I feel like some of these, they just look down. Like my husband was definitely 100% like he was a PFC, but he did what he was supposed to, never got into trouble. He was basically, they called you high speed because he did everything he's supposed to. He wasn't a shitbag. He literally did everything he was supposed to. So it's like when a higher up is disrespecting you and just talking down on you as if you're nothing because of your rank but not because of your background, like that right there is like no, like
when I finally put on the stripes, I had a voice. I finally had a voice and they listened. They would listen to me because I
but it's just sad. Like it's like when you're low rank, you just get treated like shit. Like there's some low rank that actually do what they're supposed to, like my husband did. I know not all low rank is shitbags. Like there's good soldiers out there, but they got treated poorly. And I think that's why a lot of freaking people don't want to stay in the military is because they don't care about you. They don't care about your family. But yes, we're thankful for them always, like no matter what, because they definitely did change our lives. But I feel like they are losing so many people, and that's why they're trying to trying to recruit so many people into the military is because of all the soldiers that they're losing.
But yeah, dude really tried to pull his rank card on me when we on that thing, and I literally like told him I don't give a fuck about your rank.
And they were even holding on to the side like they were gonna shoot. Like I was like wait, what? Like I hate false reports. Like
hey, what's
military
up, bro?
spouses, don't be freaking
put that stuff down and let's see what you.
It's
really
all
got.
because of these dependas that call. Like I remember one time, my dog, mind you, our dog Bruno, German Shepherd, half husky. He loves to be outside, like especially when it's cold and stuff, but he was an indoor dog. Like even though he is an outdoor dog, he was indoors all the time. There was once, and it was all in Fort Hood. When
somebody called,
yes,
and Bruno was outside.
Yeah, so it's like we had people watching our house. Like it's like dang, like these military spouses had nothing better to do, so I had to let Bruno out.
That was one thing about Bruno, and rest his soul. He loved being outside.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't keep him in. He was always going towards the, so it's like, what do we do? We want the dog wants to be outside.
Well, this time around, like when I was inside and it was raining, obviously my dog still has to use the restroom. So Bruno would go to the back door and start whining when he needs the restroom. So he kind of let us know. So I let him out to go use the restroom for like a good 10 minutes. There was literally an MP that popped up talking about you need to let your dog in. I said, really? I have him out there using the restroom. I literally just got him out. I said, whoever the fuck is watching me right now needs to stop and mind their own. Like my dog has to use the restroom. Mind
your own.
Like seriously. So my dog's not gonna just pee in the house. Like he wanted to pee outside, so he's fine if he gets a little sprinkled on and he comes back in. He's an indoor dog. But anywho, we are pretty much done with this episode and we will see you guys.
That ain't how you close
What?
out.
We're done with this episode. Bye. No, I'm kidding.
Bye, guys. Get out of here. Oh, my God. But all right, guys, that's the end of today's episode of Mom Said, Dad Said. If you guys are going to be looking for us again, stay tuned for next Tuesday's drop, baby.
Bye.
Until next time.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Oh, the bee.
But I don't know.